Helen Keller is a stable in the neighborhood. She was blind and deaf, and these are warning pavers. These help blind people when they're using their stick to know that they're reaching the edge of the sidewalk before they cross the street. So, in many of my board and trains, I teach the dogs that when you feel the bumps, to stop, to do a sit or a down. And this they learn through operant conditioning. So I'm not cueing the dog is finding an advantage that when it feels the bumps, that it will get existential food. It could be a toy, it could be love, but in this case we're using food, and I'm rewarding her every time that she stops on the warning pavers. This paves the way in my board and train because I want the dogs to be mindful and I just don't want the dogs to blindly cross the streets. And there should be certain situations where the dog should stop. So in our board and trains, we go over this heavily. Every time they feel the bumps, they have to stop. Whether they do a sit or a down, it's going to be up to the dog. I'm going to reward both behaviors, but it's also to build that the dog doesn't run into the street. And in a lot of my videos, I go over this heavily. So this is Millie, and she's doing a fantastic job. We're here in Forest Hills, where there's a lot of warning pavers, and anyone in the household can do this. All you do, you just need a little patience. You need to have a good system. Right now, we're working in positive reinforcement, and I'm using a clicker that every time she goes to the warning pavers, that she finds her advantage, and I click and I reward it. And through deep practice, you rinse and repeat, and doing these exercises can save the life of your dog and also slow your dog down before he thinks to cross the street. So this is dog trainer Rob. Watch the rest of the video, and all we're doing is deep practice, and I just want to slow the dog down before we cross over to the street, and I'm using the warning pavers as a guide to teach the dog to slow down. Good girl, man. Good dog. Yeah, good doggy. Good doggy. Good doggy.